Hey there! Welcome back to Little Kids Lessons. Today, we're tackling a subject that's got many of you pulling your hair out, dealing with lying teens. Picture this: you ask your 17-year-old if they've done their homework. They look you straight in the eye and say, "Yep, all finished." But later, you discover they haven't even cracked open a book. Sound familiar? If you're nodding your head, you're in good company. Lying is one of those behaviors that can really push our buttons as parents. It's frustrating, it's hurtful, and it can make us question everything. But before you start planning to ship your teen off to military school, let's take a deep breath and talk about why teens lie and what we can do about it. First off, why do teens lie? Well, there's not just one reason. It's more like a whole buffet of reasons. 1. To avoid getting into trouble. 2. To get out of doing something they don't want to do, like chores or homework. 3. To fit in with their friends. Peer pressure is real, folks. 4. To protect someone's feelings. Sometimes they think they're being kind. 5. To make themselves look cooler or more interesting. Hello, social media culture. 6. Because they think the truth is boring. 7. To get attention. Even negative attention is still attention. 8. Because they lack problem-solving skills. Lying seems easier than figuring stuff out. Sometimes, lying becomes a habit. It's like their default setting, even when telling the truth would be way easier. It's enough to make you want to bang your head against the wall, right? Now, here's the thing: occasional fibs aren't a huge deal. We've all told a white lie or two. But if your teen is constantly spinning tales, it's time to address the issue. But how? Let's break it down. Step 1. Stay calm. I know, easier said than done. But try not to blow your top when you catch your teen in a lie. Take a deep breath, count to 10, do whatever you need to do to keep your cool. Step 2. Talk to them. Ask why they felt the need to lie. And here's the crucial part: listen without judgment. You might be surprised by what you hear. Sometimes, the reasons behind the lies are more complex than we think. Step 3. Focus on the problem, not the lie. If they're lying about homework, the real issue might be that they're struggling in school. If they're lying about where they've been, maybe they're dealing with social pressures you don't know about. Step 4. Set clear rules and consequences. Make sure your teen knows what happens if they lie. Be consistent with these consequences. If you say there's a penalty for lying, follow through every time. Step 5. Praise honesty. When your teen tells the truth, even if it's not what you want to hear, let them know you appreciate their honesty. This positive reinforcement can go a long way. Here's a quick example of how this might play out. Teen: I didn't do my homework. You: I appreciate you telling me the truth. That must have been hard to admit. Let's figure out why you're having trouble getting it done. Are you struggling with the subject, or is something else going on? See how that works? You're not ignoring the issue, but you're also not going ballistic over it. You're opening up a dialogue and showing your teen that it's safe to be honest with you. Now, let's talk about those everyday lies. You know, the ones that seem totally pointless? Like when your teen says they had a sandwich for lunch when they really had pizza. Or when they claim they've already brushed their teeth when you know darn well they haven't. What's up with that? Sometimes, teens lie just because it's easier. Or they think the truth is boring. Or they want attention. It's not always about avoiding trouble. These little lies can be just as frustrating as the big ones because they seem so unnecessary. Here's a tip for dealing with these everyday fibs. Instead of asking, "Why did you lie?" try saying, "I noticed you said X, but I found out Y. Can you help me understand why you didn't tell me the truth?" This approach opens up a conversation instead of putting them on the defensive. It shows that you're more interested in understanding than in punishing. Remember, your goal isn't to catch your teen in lies. It's to help them understand why honesty is important and to give them better ways to handle tricky situations. You want to build trust, not break it down. Now, a word of caution: if your teen is lying about dangerous stuff like drugs, alcohol, or other illegal activities, that's a whole different ballgame. Don't hesitate to seek professional help if you're worried. Some lies are more serious than others, and it's okay to admit when you need backup. Parenting a teen isn't for the faint of heart. Some days, you might feel like you're losing your mind. But hang in there. With patience, understanding, and consistent boundaries, you can help your teen become more honest. That's all for today, folks. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And hey, leave a comment with your own experiences or tips for dealing with lying teens.